Greetings, adventure seekers. Recently, we have announced our new game, Pioneer. Now is the time to tell you more about it. In this video, we will talk about one of the key features of the game, combat system and character controls. We would like to mention that the game is still in development and some aspects are subject to change. Let's start with character movement and controls. We have decided to stray away from slow and clunky movement, often used in other more traditional survival games, and found a comfortable middle ground between arcade and simulator controls. So if you're coming from any familiar shooter game, you will have an easy time to adapt without losing any scope for action. You can successfully employ various tactics and combat roles. The same concept goes for other parts of our game, from inventory management to weapon usage. We want our players to have many possibilities without overcomplicating the gameplay mechanics. Speaking of items, and especially weapons, there is plenty to choose from. Almost every gun can be modified in different ways, and some can even be crafted from local scrap and wreckage. Various modifications affect special stats: magazine size, accuracy, fire rate, the stuff you have seen hundreds of times. However, we have something special for you. In the world of Pioneer, your main enemy is the island and the threats spawned by it. So there has got to be a way to fight them, and convenient firearms are not always enough. For special critical cases, there are special weapon modifications called artifacts. The artifacts are the sources of energy in Pioneer world. Energy erupted by anomalies or by the burial grounds. This energy is both a resource and a weapon. With the help of artifacts' power, it is possible to create energy and incendiary ammo. Energy ammo is almost useless against the regular humans, but very effective against the monsters spawned by the anomalies and idiots clad in metal armor.
In Pioneer, the island does not obey the rules, the island dictates the rules. You are Reaper, the shadow operative of the destroyed Bimpel company. Your objective is to gather an army, find your old squad mates, and to push back the mysterious enemy who has taken control of the art of the island. In the Pioneer, you act as an operative and find yourself in a world that has survived a disaster, a Soviet island isolated from the mainland by a large-scale man-made anomaly. You are faced with two global tasks: to find and rescue your colleagues, and also to gather information about the disaster source, the mysterious burial ground, a deadly foreign structure in the island's center. The Pioneer is an MMO game where the emphasis is on surviving your character and exploring the world around you. Rusting Soviet factories, machines growing into the ground, abandoned settlements inhabited by trash and monsters, it is a world crumbling before your eyes, which is being torn apart by various factions with their conflicting views. Here are the game key features: the modern combat system, taking into account the player's different preferences, with the limbs shooting from opponents and allies. The developers have decided to stray away from slow and clunky movement, often used in other more traditional survival games, and found a comfortable middle ground between arcade and simulator controls, combining PvP and PvE aspects and balancing convenience and realism. The game also features a unique character development system. Instead of the usual MMO character levels, the game features influence levels. The influence level progress does not affect the character's indicators, and also does not improve his damage, speed, and more things like this, but as it develops, it provides the player with more opportunities. It gives weapons, new suppliers, quest givers, and etc. in the open world. The player can gain influence levels in a variety of ways, from completing quests to trading and smuggling items. Suitable for different playstyles, the weapon customization system allows you to drastically change weapon performance, providing incredible flexibility as said by the developers. The game will give you the ability to create or loot attachments for weapons and craft weapons themselves in handicraft conditions, using a workbench, and also use artifacts or energy anomalies as a source or details. The most important parts of the game are the open world exploration, the story, faction missions, and raids. You can either explore vast open areas with strangers, fight deadly enemies in raids with your friends, or uncover the story of this secret Soviet island yourself and explore the dark corners of the island. Thanks to Richard Westfall, Bruce Rain 236, Thunderbeard, Kianzo Fagari, Rickno23, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Space Beer Gaming, and Rash Singbati for being a master member on the channel. You can become a survivor member for as low as 99 cents only by clicking the join button below. This will support me and the channel as a whole to continue making videos on the games that truly deserve it.